Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Amazon India recently announced the winners of its global selling Propel Startup Accelerator Season 2. My colleague Aishwarya Anand caught up with the winners and Bhupen Wakankar, the director of Amazon Global Selling India, to get a sense of how Indian D2C startups are now building their business in India for the world. Here's the report.
It was a momentous moment when homegrown startup Vaadam India became the first and the only Indian wellness brand to be a part of Oscars. What's interesting is also that Vaadam started selling on Amazon early on in its journey, and today it caters widely to the global markets. Not just that, it has also paved way for other brands to gain global bragging rights as they build their businesses. With its global accelerator program Propel, Amazon is not only helping Indian D2C brands go global, but is also providing them with an opportunity to pitch to venture capital firms to raise capital. I'm here at Propel's graduation day for its second cohort, which saw participation of 15 startups, with 3 of them bagging $100,000 in equity funding. Soul Threads, a Delhi-based startup with more than 7 patented concepts, produces flip-flops that focus on comfort and functionality, emerged as the winner of Propel for 2022. The firm will use the funds to design products more suited to international markets, and using Amazon's network, the startup aims to scale operations quickly and efficiently.
There are 3-4 pillars that become huge pain points for startups when trying to export into other markets. One of them being logistics. The traditional setup would have required a lot more customs, IORs. There are a lot of processes involved, which Amazon sort of helps solve for us through their association, as well as through the network of partners that they have. So they have a partner who will help us with logistics, a directly integrated partner who will sort of ship products to their FBA warehouse. They have a partner who will help us with accounts and reconciliations. They have a partner who will help us do IC code registrations and AD code registrations, for example, right? So handling customs now. So these 3-4 pain points is something that Amazon really helped us solve, right? And quicken the timeline.
Ahmedabad-based eco-ride that sells sustainable tote bags has grabbed the second spot. The D2C startup that boasts of a 90% women workforce has been actively selling its products in over 50 countries.
So we have around 300 SKUs across 30 different product lines. We have delivered products to 60 countries so far. Through Amazon, we are present in the US, Canada, UK and all of Europe. How we plan to go forward is we want to expand to more Amazon marketplaces globally, which would be Australia, Singapore, and the UAE. And we also want to figure out a way that we can do offline retail in some of these international countries. I think with the D2C explosion, we are now building brands from India, manufactured in India, which we can then sell across the world.
Go Desi, one-stop shop for candies, mithais and snacks, was the third winner of the Accelerator program for 2022. With an aim to put India on the world's plate, the confectionery startup is now looking to emerge as a 500 crore rupees brand by 2025.
We've grown more than 7x over the last 3 years. Now with Amazon Global, we're exploring global markets. We believe that not only there is a taste for Desi flavors in India, but the Desi flavors can be exported to all over the world, and that's one of the ways that we're using Amazon Global to expand or make the world go Desi.
The second season of Propel Accelerator was launched in February 2022 in partnership with Accel, DSG Consumer Partners, Fireside Ventures and Sequoia Capital India, and is designed to help early-stage startups in the consumer products space to expand globally and become international brands. Currently, over 1 lakh Indian exporters use this platform to sell their products across 17 Amazon international marketplaces worldwide. These exporters are showcasing over 140 million made-in-India products to Amazon customers in over 200 countries.
A lot of the cohort that we've selected are very, very early. Sometimes they are even pre-Series A, right? So when we designed the program, we took those factors into account. And so there were 25 workshop sessions. They were mentoring, they're effectively one-on-one or two-on-one mentoring type sessions, and they would cover topic areas like just brand building. How do you understand that? How do you look at product pricing? How do you look at product market fit? How do you understand cross-border payments? How do you optimize for logistics?
Startups that you selected in the Propel program, what was the kind of representation you saw coming from the small towns of India?
I would say easily over half of the applications were from tier 2, tier 3 cities, if you sort of classify that cohort as Bharat, right? And that is only increasing. Like if you just look at the penetration, and it's sort of commensurate with how the market itself has evolved, right? The entrepreneur base has shifted. In COVID, a lot of people who were in metros actually went back, and then they realized that they can start an ecosystem in their towns. So I think the spread is pretty wide, as I said, 150 cities, and this is really what the next generation of growth would be in terms of brands coming from Bharat.
All right. Now, consumer behaviors are, across geographies are converging now. So what I want to understand from you is what is the potential of the Indian D2C brands to target a homogeneous set of customers globally?
The needs of the customers are quite diverse, Aishwarya. I don't think the base is homogeneous. The needs are similar type, but the way they look at brands could be different. I think how if you are selling millet foods, right? Like how would you market it differently to a mother in the US versus UK versus India, right? Is different. And so the technology tools allow these entrepreneurs to curate these tools to them.
The global direct selling market was valued at $190 billion in 2021 as per a report by Grandview Research and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 6.1% from 2022 to 2028. Asia Pacific led the majority of the sales, accounting for 45% of the overall market share, opening up opportunities for domestic as well as cross-border sales for the Indian D2C startups. In India, this growth is propelled by tech platforms. Apart from Amazon, eBay has also launched its global expansion program for Indian sellers, aggregators and manufacturers to scale their business to over 190 countries. Meanwhile, Flipkart parent Walmart has also partnered with a lot of Indian brands to increase the participation of international sellers on its marketplace. With consumers' interest in D2C brands at an all-time high, the Indian startups have only just begun their global journey. With camera person Nitin Trivedi, Aishwarya Anand for CNBC-TV18.
And with that, it is a wrap on this edition of Startup Street. More news and updates coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.